welcome to the channel and this African Man City channel. And today's edition is about social media trend for Manchester City fans and players. It's a new program and it's called City Social Media Trend. It will be coming your way every Monday and it's starting today. We bring you some of the things that the fans say on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and some of the things that the players say on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. And I've put it together some comments from the players and some important comments from the fans that I want us to share and discuss, right? So it's starting today, and you'll be seeing some of the tweets from the players after our match against Crystal Palace, and just a small view of mine on the match. I think it was a great match. We did very well, and bit by bit we are coming into the league bit by bit, and after this week we are too. Right, and one important thing is we are not conceding. Right, one thing that you have not noticed is how we defend this season. We defend as a unit. As much as John Stones and Diaz are having a great season, right? The whole team is defending as a unit. As soon as we lose the ball, we have all the men behind the ball. When it was not something usual for Manchester City, but this time around, if you observe, as soon as we lose the ball, all the players are behind the ball. We defend as a unit. And Pep Guardiola said in after-match interview that the defenders are not doing mistake, and exactly, yes, the defenders are not doing mistake. So it's one thing that cost us last season, and this is the defenders are not doing mistake. They are doing very well. They keep the ball, they play the ball, and it's one thing that's helping the team. So I think in all, we had a great game today, and one thing that made me excited is Akansedo playing as a midfielder. Well, I think most of you are not talking about it, and I think that's a great idea from Pep Guardiola. Over the years, Akansedo have been to so many teams whereby he played very good, and the next season you see them they transfer him, right? And everyone has been complaining how good he is, and he's always been transferred. And Pep Guardiola have noticed the kind of player he is. He's a player that who always want to have the ball, play the ball. He's very, very good on the ball. So when you watch him playing as a right back, most of the time he cuts inside to play. So I think it's very good, and I think playing him as a midfielder will help us. He has found a new system which I can fit into it. So that's my view. I think we played very well. It was a great game. Our next game is against Aston Villa on Wednesday. So as I said, today's edition is about social media trend for Manchester City and City fans and players. So I've put together some of the tweets from the fans. I hope you enjoy it, and please don't forget to subscribe to the program. And if you like the program, just comment on the comment section below, and it's coming your way every Monday, this social media trend for Manchester City players and fans. So enjoy it. And this is Ruben Diaz, and he's talking about our ring on Instagram, right? And you can read it. Yes, big man, he's talking about Raheem Sterling. That's yes, big man Raheem Sterling +3 on the way. I think yesterday he was solid again. He played very well, and he on his Instagram page, this is what he wrote, and it's +3 on the way. I think he's having a great season. He has made Johnson a better player. So that's what he said on his Instagram player. This is the official Twitter account for Fernandinho, and he tweeted yesterday after the game, as you can read, step by step, another great team performance and effectiveness tonight. Come on, City. And I think he was great yesterday. He played very well yesterday. I don't want to compare him and Rodri. They all do well when they are put on the pitch. He was fantastic yesterday, and I think, as I said, step by step, great performance. We are improving step by step, and that was a very good performance from him. And the official Raheem Sterling Twitter account, and it as it read, maybe it was just the hair after all. I think he's talking about his new look, and it is the new look that gave him that fantastic goal. I think it was a great goal, and this is what we want from him, right? Being himself, being his own self, and I think he had a good game. Kevin De Bruyne on Twitter, one team, 3 points, 100th assist. Yes, he said he had his 100th assist for Manchester City yesterday, and that assist for John Stones' first goal was fantastic. But what the ball? Don't even compare Bruno Fernandes with Kevin De Bruyne. He's far ahead. What an assist! How? What a goal by Gundogan! What a goal! And this is the Twitter account. This is the Man City we know. Gundogan on his Twitter account. Yes, this really the Man City we know, and we are picking bit by bit. And I think with this performance, we are putting up, we can win the EPL. And one of the players who are in a very good form is Gundogan. I have a video about him you can watch in our playlist below. And I think Gundogan is in a very very great form, and what a great performance from him was. Now I wanted to look at some of the traits over the week from our fans, some of the traits from our fans over the week, and these are some of the top traits I want us to talk about. And this tweet is talking about Foden, and some of you are all complaining why Pep Guardiola don't give Foden playing time. You think Pep Guardiola don't give Foden playing time, and I think this tweet is for us all, and you can read. You think Foden don't get enough playing time, and he are putting some list here, some top midfielders at Foden's age, and the number of playing time he had at Foden's age. And look at Postecoglou. Postecoglou at 25, he had 25 appearance at the age of 20, and he had 7 goals. Gerrard has 44 appearance at the age of 20, and he had a goal. Now Lampard had 60 appearance at the age of 20, and he had 10 goals. Thierry had 66 appearance at the age of 20, and he had 4 goals. Xavi had 100 appearance at the age of 20, and he had 6 goals. Iniesta had 73 appearance at the age of 20, and he had 4 goals. Zidane had 71 appearance at the age of 20, and he had 6 goals. Now Foden, he's now having 93 appearance at the age of 21. At the age of 21. Yes, at the age of 21, he's having 93 appearances and he's having 21 goals. And you think he's not having enough playing time. Look at all these midfielders. These are some of the great midfielders. And at the age of 20, look at the number of players they had. And some of you are complaining Pep doesn't give Foden playing time. I want you all to know Pep is the right man to develop Foden. And I think he's managing him very, very well. And bit by bit, he's going into the player we want him to be. So we all should give Pep the chance to help Foden develop. And this straight race Premier League standard. Man City move up to second with a game in hand, 35 points with United on 37 points. Yes, we are on the same point with Liverpool, 35. I think we are ahead with goal difference. And United are on the first spot with 37 points. They are leading us with 2 points, but we have a game in hand. So if we are able to win the game in hand, we will be moving to the first spot, right? And I think we have the best defensive record. As a best defensive record, we have the most clean sheets, 9, and joint goal. Okay, we have the joint goal. This one scored with Liverpool, 16-16. Okay, this is 16. So I think that's good. We are picking up, and I think we are just in year 2. If we should go into year 1, nobody will stop us. And I think this is the reason why we're winning the EPL this season. Yes, we are winning the EPL this season. And there's one trait over the way that I want you for us to talk about, and I think this trait is something I've been talking about always. Let's read. Rodri will go down as one of the best Spanish DM in history. What I'm thinking for this trait is that he's talking about how good Rodri is, about him being one of the best DM in history. Time will tell. But I'm talking about this trait. The reason I'm talking about this trait is that he's talking about how good Rodri has been. I think I second him. And look at the comments under. Rodri is the only weak link in our team. Poor ball progression, slow decision making. Should have got Partey for that money. We should have got Partey for that money. Yeah, Partey is good. I can't say Partey is good. But believe me, Rodri is fantastic. We can't compare Fernandinho with Rodri. They are 2 different players altogether. Rodri plays more like Busquets, and that's the type of DM Pep Guardiola wants. So Rodri fit perfectly into our system, right? Rodri has been doing so much. I don't know why City fans always compare about Rodri, but to me, he's one of our best players this season. He's saying poor ball progression. Come on, Rodri lets up play very well. He always makes sure we keep possession. That's his style, and I think he's playing to instructions, right? And the slow decision making. No, he keep it simple. Rodri always keep it simple. He's not that kind of player that will always move the ball fast. He has to make sure about his passing, so he always keep it simple, and that's the style of Busquets. Remember, Pep Guardiola bought Busquets when he had Yaya too, when he had some great midfielders. when he had Mascherano, but he brought Busquets from the academy just because he wanted him to keep it simple. And that's how Rodri plays. Rodri plays simple, and he has been doing well. He tackles, he drags back, he has been doing so well. So I don't know why City fans always complain about him. But with time, we are going to appreciate Rodri with time. We are going to appreciate Rodri. And this is his third season, or I think second season. Yeah, this is his second season, right? Fernandes came to the APL when he was 28, and Rodri is just 23. I think 23 or 24. So he still has time to adopt into the system, and he has time to adopt into the APL. So we shouldn't complain about Rodri. Rodri is good. I want to tell you, Rodri is very, very good. Rodri has been playing very well, and let's give him time. He will adopt into the system, and he fit perfectly into our system. So it's hard time we deal with this. Rodri is Rodri, and Fernandinho is Fernandinho. They are not the same. They are two different players. And Fernandinho came to the APL when he was 28 years. He was matured, and he has grown. Fernandinho had his best seasons under Pep Guardiola. I think under Pep Guardiola, right? So what was he doing over the years? So let's give Rodri time. He will definitely meet the standard that we want him to be. And one trade over the week is asking about, so far, who is your player of the season? He's talking about Kevin De Bruyne, yes, and Cancelo. And I think Stones should be there. John Stones should be there. For me, this season, my player of the season so far is John Stones. He's doing so well. Yes, Diaz is fantastic, but my player of the season so far is John Stones, and I think John Stones should be there. I don't know who the player of the season is. You can leave that in the comment section below. He's talking about Kevin De Bruyne, Diaz, and Cancelo, but I think John Stones should be there. My player of the season is John Stones. This last trade for the week, as frustrating as it might have been to not see him play more often. In previous months, Pep Guardiola has handled the development of Phil Foden to the absolute perfection, and I second him. Yes, I told Guardiola is the right one to develop Foden, and he's doing it very well. And I don't want anybody to complain about Guardiola neglecting the playing time. Guardiola have said before, so far as he remains the City coach, Foden is not leaving. Foden is staying, and I think he's managing him perfectly. We have seen some young players who were given all the time in the world, but they didn't never live up to the expectation, right? But when it comes to player development, Pep Guardiola is the right man. Yes, Pep is the right man to develop Foden. Whether you like it or not, Pep is the right man to develop Foden. You know, he's from the Barcelona team. He coached at the Barcelona team, so he knows how to develop the young players. And remember, when he came to the Barcelona team, he promoted so many new players, right? And when he went to Bayern Munich, remember, he was the person who brought Joshua Kimmich to Bayern Munich, and today Joshua Kimmich is one of the best players in the world. So we should stop complaining about Pep Guardiola giving Foden playing time. He's doing the right job for Foden, and I believe he's the right person to develop Foden. So I think I second this straight. He's on point. Yes, Pep Guardiola has handled the Foden situation perfectly. This is the end of this episode of Man City's social media trend on African Man City fan. Catch me next Monday for the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your view as well. Let's meet again next week Monday. I'm out.